Welcome back to the Drake and Josh podcast. I'm Jacob.
I'm Trevor.
And today we have Kirk, who's the co-founder of the podcast when me and him came up with the episode back in the day.
Yeah, we were like, that'd be a good idea, you know?
Yeah, we were, because we used to, I guess we used to watch a good amount of Drake and Josh.
Well, I definitely watched a good amount of Drake and Josh back in the,
Well, even in like high school.
Formative years.
Yeah, in high school we were watching that and like
elementary, middle, and high school.
Yeah.
Well, in high school it was like a revival almost, yeah.
Oh yeah, counting the stingers and episodes and everything.
Well, that Ned's Declassified, when we did that, there was like well over 100, in a 15-minute episode, there was like over 100 stingers.
Oh yeah.
So welcome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Today we watched episode 4 of season 1. What's
Two
it
Men
called?
and a Baby.
2 Idiots and a Baby.
2 Idiots and a Baby.
We're over the halfway point through season 1.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, because there's only 6 episodes.
And I cannot wait until we finish these fucking 6 episodes.
You hate season 1 so much.
It's just not good. The writing is just trash.
So, true to Drake and Josh, Drake has his denim on.
Yeah,
as always.
He's got the full denim outfit rocking again. I
feel like the characters get more, or they get less mean-spirited as the show goes on.
Yeah, well, they become more friends, because I know, like, later, in like, way later seasons, maybe season 3 or something, when they have, like, real emotional moments, like, Drake really likes Josh a lot, even though he never shows it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have some pretty emotional moments later on, but not in the early seasons.
Even in this episode, it's revealed, Drake, he goes back.
Oh, yeah, in the end of the episode.
Yeah, he bails on his
into
gig.
the plot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we'll start at the beginning. Go ahead, Trevor.
With what?
So,
Are we doing the plot summary now?
Yeah. Start in the beginning.
All right, so Drake and Josh are hanging out, and they go down Josh is building a catapult for some reason.
well, first off, Josh is clipping, I think, his toenails, and he's,
in the opening
he's stretching.
scene, yeah.
He's holding his foot in a way that you'd think that he would not be able to do.
He's very flexible.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. He smelled his own foot. He did like a crazy yoga pose. It was pretty wild, really.
Yeah.
Very wild. And then they move in,
But
and
his parents are going out to dinner.
With his dad's boss.
Who's played by the Soup Nazi.
The Soup Nazi.
From Seinfeld.
Yep. And he's very chill.
Larry Thomas.
Yeah. He's a totally different character in this. It's pretty wild because he's so calm.
Yeah.
He barely says anything.
I think the only thing he ever really says is...
Your son is on me.
Your son is on me, and please call me Mr...
Because
Mr. whatever his name is.
Mr. Galloway.
Galloway, yeah.
In the beginning, he says, "Please call me Bob," and then at the end, he
Oh.
says, "Please call me Mr. Galloway." It was like they went back to
The
it.
dinner didn't go well.
No, the dinner went poorly.
He's
Very
not going to
poorly.
get the
Well, I mean, they
promotion.
left before they
he's-
even ate.
He's for sure not getting a promotion.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, thank you for dinner, but they didn't even eat because his fucking bitch crazy wife.
You can't say that, man.
Yeah, he can.
Alright, fine.
He's
the
the
producer's
co-founder.
not here anyway.
Yeah, we have free reign this time.
It's a character. That's it.
Yeah, no, she's pretty wild. She's got the highest pitched voice I've ever heard in my life.
Well, it's like that nasally kind of,
Yeah.
Obnoxious.
She screams
Yeah.
at him at one point to get her purse.
Get
that was
my
pretty...
purse, Bob.
Yeah, and
He
he
gets
just
it.
smiles, he nods.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He was
just-
a broken man.
He was
Well,
very much a broken
He's
man.
a rich man.
Oh, definitely.
This is true.
I assume he owns the network. He's the network exec at this point.
What else could he be?
Because, I mean, he's got the power to fire, and he controls
But
Drake and Josh's
at this point,
parents'
we
life.
don't actually know what his dad does, though, right? In the show,
He's a weatherman.
I know, but like, in terms of context for the show, have they ever said it yet?
I don't know. That's the only thing.
See, I wasn't on the other episode, so I haven't seen him as recently as you guys.
I don't think
I
they...
don't remember them ever stating if he's
I don't even
a
think
weatherman or not.
Well, because in the other episodes, they don't bring up work or jobs at all.
Yeah, so-
These people are
it becomes a big plot point at one point.
Yeah,
It does, yeah, because Josh goes on, right?
Yeah, he does. Season 2, Josh goes on. I think it's season
What could
2.
he be? What could we assume, like?
Just
he's
generic,
not a weatherman.
generic boss.
He's just got a job, yeah.
He's got a job
Paper
and
pusher.
he wants a promotion.
Yeah, he works in a factory, I assume. Office job, maybe.
More likely an office job.
Slaughterhouse.
he, works,
He works at a deli.
he's a butcher.
He works in a soup kitchen with the soup.
What?
With the soup Nazi.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know if that's really a soup kitchen, though.
He's trying to get a promotion to be like, supervisor of the soup kitchen.
Or head onion
get it.
chopper.
Supermaster. Supervisor. So they get left with a baby.
So what is it like? The babysitter they were gonna get
The-
flakes out on him or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss's babysitter.
And the boss is like,
leaves.
listen, I'm gonna call off dinner unless your son's
Yeah.
No.
Or someone that you know can babysit my child on short notice.
Yeah.
Straight up, he just says, no, I'm canceling it. And then the dad's like, oh, the dinner's canceled because they're babysitter. And then Josh pipes up, hey, we'll babysit.
Yeah.
Just tell him to bring the kid here.
Like, because that's
Yeah, he's not doing
strange
anything.
at all.
You'd think that their babysitter that they had, like, they would have, like, especially because of how crazy she is, they would have been like, you know, you have to have CPR, you have to have this and that. They would have vetted but they're just trusting his sons with their baby that they love more than anything.
She does seem like she would hire like a professional babysitter.
Like
for
a
sure.
babysitter
like a
with a
nanny.
master's
She also
degree.
seems
nanny.
like, she also seems like the type to have like 3 or 4 backups.
Yeah.
Just
Like
in case.
all of them have hospitality degrees and everything.
They have doctorates.
Oh yeah. So yeah, they have the baby for a while. Megan just completely
fucks them.
Yeah, she glues the phone together with super glue.
Like, as soon as the parents leave...
Like, the parents aren't even gone yet, and she's already gluing the phone down.
Seemed like it, yeah.
Yeah, and then she calls it to wake up the baby, because the baby's sound asleep at the start.
Yeah.
So right away, she gets the shit going with the stirring up the pot. With
Yeah,
the
she
phone
breaks
ringing.
the phone.
Josh
which that doesn't get
Josh is
brought up.
unable to pick up the phone, so it's just ringing.
It gets flung in the fish tank.
Yeah, the
With
fish,
great aim, by the
the
way.
fish tank sees all sorts of hell throughout the series.
Well, those fish, I assume, they're dying
Are
every
dead.
episode.
Well, fish are worthless.
Bold
Bold
stance.
statements, yeah.
Bold stance.
Talking about the real issues
Fish
here on
don't
the
have
Drake and Josh
feelings.
podcast.
Well, some people, yeah, that's why vegetarians are sometimes Episcopalians, where they...
Yeah, Piscatalians.
Well, there's people that only eat
Presbyterians.
like mussels and stuff, and they only eat bivalves.
Oh,
because
really?
don't
What are
have
they
brains. I don't know.
Interesting. Presbyterians, I think, is what they're called.
Presbyterians.
Methodist?
Catholics? I don't know.
Yeah, people that think very deeply about the ethics of the thing, you know, whether the thing that they're eating is able to feel the pain.
I don't care.
But
Yeah.
getting back to Drake and Josh.
No, I mean, let's talk about the food issue for a while.
Should we go back to the food issue?
I feel like I'm down to eat anything.
I'm down to eat anything.
I don't really know if I eat bugs.
If
but-
you look at the
I
nature
eat bugs.
of just reality and nature, you know, like as it exists, I mean, clearly everything eats everything.
This is true.
Yeah, well, that's how the food chain works. Someone's got to eat something. We just happen to eat a lot of different things.
We're the highest
Omnivores.
tier of omnivore, yeah.
Yeah, we're very smart about it. That's why we have very. Maybe we shouldn't get into it.
Well, wouldn't you say the high? Is that debatable?
What?
The highest.
What?
Tier of intelligence on Earth? I would say yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
probably.
dolphins.
Dolphins are smart.
Dolphins rape people. Can we get onto that?
Well, they definitely
Is
rape
that-
dolphins.
Is that like
Have you seen those videos where
bar
like people?
for-
They
What?
drag them
Is
down.
that a bar of
They don't
intelligence?
drag them down, but they just start like pounding at them.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that when they were teaching, they were trying
They're
to
always
teach
people are always
in
laughing.
in the 60s, I think.
the LSD lady with
Yeah, yeah.
living
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
you
dolphin?
Everybody knows about that.
Yeah, you sent me that article. That was a
Yeah.
good read.
I only
Yeah,
watched a video
She
about
fell
it.
in love with the dolphin.
She jacked
didn't
it off.
No, she didn't fall in love with the dolphin. She was trying to do her job. She was being very
Didn't she
scientific.
fall in love with it?
Well,
No,
the dolphin
the
would
dolphin
get
fell
horny.
in love with her.
The dolphin would get horny because it was an adolescent male dolphin, so she would, you know, make it come, I guess, and then
She would,
Insane.
yeah,
be
hand
able to get
job
back
it.
to studies, trying to get it to teach English.
Speaking.
Insane.
She was getting it to do like A-E-I-O-U sounds and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Where was
she-
that? That was in one of
That was in the
islands.
70s.
Well, that was
No, I mean where was it?
well, the doctor that did the studies was Dr. Lilly, who was like addicted to ketamine. Eventually, he was
Yeah.
like into like dosing himself on like LSD and ketamine and like getting into like
I feel like
tanks.
I feel like
It was at the start of all those
isolation, like,
drug
sensory
like,
deprivation
things.
tanks.
some of those researches like some of those things are pretty interesting though. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like
Oh, they are.
you think those
It's just
kinda-
they're insane.
You think those kind of things are still going on right now?
Yeah, well,
They're just way better hidden.
Well, I mean, no, we'll hear about it later because everything comes out eventually. But
I mean, all,
that
you know.
WikiLeaks shit.
That's true. It's all done at Area 51, man.
Well, I mean,
I mean, the CAA was giving.
no, it's
people
all
all this-
happening at universities.
for a
It's all
long
happening.
time.
It's all happening in Ivy League universities, right? It's where it happened in the 70s.
That's why I got found out, man. Now it's in like the secret stuff.
That's fair.
They said that Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, they gave him LSD.
Yeah, he was a part
Really?
of one of the. Yeah, he was a part of one of the programs.
He had a
where
point,
was it?
though,
That was
right?
at a university, wasn't it?
He was like
That was at, like,
technology.
Stanford or
he was
something.
like technology is making us less human.
Yeah, but he was like a really young student. He was like 16 or something like
When
that.
when they gave
at
him all the
time.
acid.
Yeah,
Probably.
Bro.
because he was supposedly like a really smart guy.
Well, he
and
went
then-
off into the woods and he lived like self-sustaining, and then he saw that they were like developing land, and he got all pissed off, and then he killed all those scientists.
Fuck, man.
So Drake and Josh. Where were we?
Shit. We were talking about
The plot. We were going over the plot.
Yeah. So
All right.
Megan glues the phone together. The phone goes in the fish tank.
The baby wakes
Basically,
up.
they're trying to get the baby to stop crying.
Right.
Because the phone goes off.
And wakes it
glued
up.
together, yeah.
So Drake is hitting Josh with the fake hammer.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
that,
hilarious,
That was
actually.
very funny.
Josh is really getting hurt, but that was funny.
Yeah, that was. I mean, Josh. To be fair, he's
Is
one
a
of the.
sissy.
No, but he's a great physical comedian at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day, the physical comedy is probably the strongest part of the show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the writing does get better.
Especially at the beginning.
Right
Well,
now, that's
that's
the
the
only
only-
saving
yeah.
grace it's got is
and the wardrobes.
the wardrobes are great.
Shout out
Yeah.
to wardrobe
Yeah.
supervisor.
Yeah, we'll get to him later at the end of the episode.
Yeah, no, we
Don't spoil the name.
that's
yet.
that's
Didn't
our
know.
our guests shout out of the week.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Just
the
do it in the
wardrobe
middle.
suit. Or we'll do it right now. It's,
We'll do it right now. Fuck it, here.
Verkina Flower Crow. That's Verkina.
Flower Crow. Great
Verkina
name.
Flower Crow. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic
Wardrobe
name.
supervisor
We didn't
extraordinaire.
pull up her IMDb page. We don't know what else she's
No.
Oh, I thought we did.
And I don't know if you're gonna. Oh, you.
That's right. I
might be able
couldn't
to
find her.
it. Let's see.
So one of the
she-
toys that the kid has is this bear that sings. What does it sing?
Dino, blow your horn.
Yeah.
But it's in Tom Kenny's voice, the SpongeBob
Tom Kenny's
guy.
the voice of the bear.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, man.
So it's basically SpongeBob. Wait, she was in Grounded for Life?
Well,
Oh, she did the
she
wardrobe
was
for
the
Grounded for
wardrobe
Life.
costume.
Great show. Also a great show. I would do a podcast.
She did all
for
that. Makes sense.
I just watched an episode of all that.
Avril
When I was back home
Lavigne,
in Palm
Nick
Harbor.
Carter. The episodes are based on who is the guest.
Oh, that's the musical guest, right?
Yeah, the musical guest.
I forgot that Nick Carter used to do music.
J. Lo Hugh, 2002.
Dude, Nick Carter, he used to.
Jeez.
Who the fuck is Jeffrey Licken?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Who's Nubby McFarlane?
What is 3LW?
Well,
Nubby McFarlane, I think, is Chris McFarlane's son, right?
Nubby?
Nubby
He
McFarlane.
named his son Nubby?
I could be totally wrong about
That can't
this.
be his real name, right?
Jennifer Love Hewitt, dude. They got her. That's a big name.
I
Wait,
am
is
very
that
wrong.
Sinbad?
I am very wrong.
Wait.
That's a picture of Sinbad. Alright, we're on the IMDb page for Nubby McFarlane.
the episode of all that.
Oh. I thought this
Oh.
That's why it has a director and shit, because the episode is named Nubby McFarlane.
Oh.
It's not a person.
Is Nubby McFarlane not actually the musical guest? Like, some episodes are just named a random fake person, and some episodes are actually named after the musical guest.
Okay, so Sinbad.
Look
was
up
in that
Nubby
episode.
McFarlane. Is that a thing?
Google it. Alright, we're doing a quick Google search of Nubby McFarlane.
Just
All
an,
that.
just all
It's in
that.
all that episode. It must
Look
be
for
fake.
images.
That must be the name of a character on that
Go
episode,
to
right?
Maybe it was the character that Sinbad played.
Who's
Okay,
this guy?
well, there's Ray from Star Wars.
Okay, this is just nothing right now.
This is holy shit.
Why is this? Why is Ray on here? Why
Why
is
not?
Benedict Cumberbatch is stuck
Nobody else
restraining?
is- nobody else
Get
is
outta here.
seeing what we're
Delete
seeing
this,
right
delete
now.
this, delete this, delete this.
For fun, if you guys want to play along at home, Google search Nubby McFarlane now.
Yeah, that.
Or a few minutes ago.
to
I
play
guess.
along at home. Whoa, all that went until 2005. That's pretty wild.
It's crazy how like all these Nickelodeon shows had like so many of the same people involved on them.
Yeah,
They
well,
were all on. They were all on payrolls. We might as well just shove them all on different stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's just like the Disney Channel or like
Yeah.
what's his name the guy that makes all the Seth Rogen movies. What's that guy's name?
What, Judd Apatow?
Yeah, Judd Apatow. He always has the same people in all his movies.
Sure.
Just like Adam Sandler, he always has all of his friends in his.
That's
movies.
true, Adam Sandler. Yeah, he keeps all those essentially F-list celebrities in all of his movies.
You know, I saw
Like what's that guy's name? Dante?
No, I saw Rob. I saw
The
Rob,
guy with the long hair.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah, Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Schneider.
You
I
know what
saw
I'm
him.
talking
I
about?
saw
Dante?
him live.
Kevin,
I saw Rob Schneider
Kevin
live
Spacey?
on
No.
campus.
What?
What's that guy's name? The fat guy.
Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I said Spacey.
Kevin
That's a
Spacey's a totally different
Very
guy.
different person.
What about Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith's great.
Kevin Smith's in all of his movies? Just-
Is he in Adam Sandler's movies?
He's in a lot of them.
I think you're wrong.
I think that's
He
not
was
true.
in. He was in Pixel.
I haven't
He was
seen that.
in Grown Ups 1, Grown Ups 2. He was
in Grown Ups?
Am I thinking of the wrong person?
You think
Some
Kev-
fat guy.
That's pretty harsh. I think Kevin Smith
that's
lost
it.
some weight.
That's
Yeah,
his. That's
yeah.
his bit.
What?
Like, is that he's fat? That's the thing. That was always his bit, like
Bro.
making fat jokes.
I don't
about
think
himself.
That's not this guy then.
That's not Kevin
We're
Smith.
thinking of a different person.
You're
then.
thinking of a different person.
Oh, you're thinking of what's his name? Go down.
You're
Scroll
thinking
down.
of
That guy.
Kevin
That-
James.
that's
you
Kevin
silly asshole.
James.
Kevin James.
That's the man from The King of Queens.
Yeah.
Funny
bit,
man.
His bit
Very
is
funny.
being fat. Yeah.
Yeah, that. But like that's what
Kevin
I'm saying.
Smith
He's
is
in a lot
the-
of his movies too.
You used to watch that
Kevin
show?
Smith is the director of Clerks.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's Jay and Silent Bob.
More
Oh,
importantly,
yes.
the
He's
director,
Silent Bob.
the director of Tusk.
Yeah, a great movie.
Yoga Hosers.
See,
Haven't
I-
seen it. I will not. I can't watch
I
it.
I
don't
didn't
watch
think
it.
I was right. It's just I
Yeah,
was.
no, that's fine.
Okay. That's on you guys.
All right, move on. What do we got here next? Oh no, the rest of the plot.
Rest of the plot. So
Yeah, so they rip the head off the bear. Jake tries to wind the bear up. The head pops off. The
Yeah.
baby's crying.
before that though is the shit stuff. The baby diaper.
Does that happen before?
That
or
happens
after?
before because he picks up the baby with the
Oh
thing.
yeah, it does happen.
Yeah,
before.
so they're trying to figure out why the baby's crying, and
the
then-
baby cries for at least 5 hours
Did we
straight
break
in real
the-
time.
So we mentioned Drake's band is all
We
this
haven't
time,
mentioned this yet.
they've been waiting in the garage. This whole
We
time.
like at the beginning of the episode before the baby even arrives, they walk out and his band's in the garage standing around
yeah,
waiting to practice.
waiting to practice.
they don't even sit down.
Waiting because they have a gig tonight. That night.
No one plays a note.
No.
Not a note.
And then they go back in and they do all this stuff with the baby. And then they go out and the band is standing in the exact same positions they were when we
Very
left them
snarky.
last.
Except for the drummer, he's just.
Drummer's just an idiot.
He's just dumb, but I feel like they always get a dumb drummer.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
always a
You
different
gotta
guy.
play
too.
up to that stereotype.
It's the stereotype, yeah. You got the drummer's dumb and replaceable.
I've never even heard that stereotype.
You've
I've
that's
heard
like in
I've
every
heard the
movie.
replaceable thing. I haven't heard the dumb thing.
Because the thing is like, oh, they
Just
just hit
musicians
stuff.
in general
That's
are
it.
dumb a lot of the time.
That's true.
I feel like singers are dumb, bass players are dumb,
Mm-hmm.
Well, bass players.
guitarist Drake is dumb to a degree.
Pete
right?
Wentz.
He is dumb to a degree. This is
Wentz.
Pete Wentz.
true. We're not talking reality. We're talking stereotypes.
Yeah. What about Pete Wentz?
He had a
I don't know
questionable
who-
haircut, and he was with that
You know
one
who
chick.
Pete Wentz is?
I don't know who people.
He's
He's
the
with Ashley
bassist from
Simpson.
Fall Out Boy.
He's
He's
with
the
Ashley
only.
Simpson.
Yeah, Ashley Simpson.
Oh really?
Yeah, back before pre. Where is he actually still with her? Because I was gonna say pre
There's no way.
lip sync fail. That's when her career went downhill.
Well,
Do
sure.
you remember that dance?
Not-
Have you seen
not-
that video?
You only have so many of those people out there singing fake
Insane.
shit.
All right, so so
I
about
don't
the
even
episode.
know what's going on right now.
Um,
I'm just. We were. Sorry, no. I'm just getting rid of tabs
There's a lot of tabs you just exited out of.
because we don't need them anymore.
No.
So yeah, so they try and change the baby's diaper after
Mhm.
the drummer sniffs the baby's butt and says it doesn't smell that bad, and then
Mhm.
everyone else sniffs it.
Yeah.
Drake, Josh, and Megan all taking piss in the face.
Yeah, and Megan with
They
her
get
mouth
covered in
wide
piss.
open.
Well,
being
all of them
Josh,
have
too.
their mouth- all of them
And
have their mouth
Josh.
wide open.
Did Drake have his mouth open?
I don't think Drake had his mouth as open.
I
as
wasn't.
the
I
other
wasn't
two.
watching
He
Drake.
wasn't talking as much. Megan and Josh were talking a lot.
Megan just was a constant, just like that little girl high pitch.
I feel like I never really watched Drake though, because his physical comedy's not where it needs
It's
to be.
not as good. He's got
Does he
more.
get better? He probably gets better.
Yeah, he gets better.
He gets better, and his all their dialogue gets better as well.
Yeah, I think the
That's a
dialogue
writer
getting better.
thing,
That
Yeah.
is the writer thing.
No, yeah, I know, but it really helps Drake a lot.
Yeah.
Because Josh doesn't really need it. He can do his own content.
Yeah, Drake has a lot of the worst lines, I feel like, right?
Oh yeah, but is that delivery though?
But Drake's also
Well-
like supposed to be the hot one, so like he doesn't need as much, I guess, in their eyes. Like
Hot and dumb.
the hot and dumb one, while Josh is like the dumb smart or the ugly smart one. Not ugly though.
I mean,
He's
they're
not
both
ugly.
they're both comic relief, but Josh is more comic relief.
Josh
yeah.
is
Especially in the beginning,
absolutely,
because he's fatter.
but there is no
Yeah,
like.
but then
serious
he does
character.
lose weight.
Well, he gets
He gets
fit.
fit.
Sure, he
He
drops
gets-
the weight on his toes.
He doesn't really get fit
Now?
At
though.
his one point.
Now he's jacked.
Well, you see him
Is
on
he
Instagram,
jacked?
You know,
I knew he was fit. I didn't think he was jacked. Now.
he's very.
He's got muscles.
Why you?
I think he's probably a runner. He probably runs.
I'm sure he runs.
He's hot as fuck.
I don't know if you've seen him on Instagram.
I have. I've seen his. He did vines back in the
Yeah.
day too. Those were good vines.
Yeah, that's how he got famous again. Was Vines.
Those vines. Yeah, Vine's
Yeah.
dead now.
Vine is dead.
Rip
Did
Vine.
they just like all the servers are shut off now? At Vine?
No, it's
No.
still available. Like
It's
you can
You can
still
watch any Vine.
You can't make new
posted.
Vines.
You can't make new vines. No, wait.
No, you can't make new Vines.
can't make new
No,
Vines?
they just archived all the other ones.
Okay.
That's why people are like Vine's dead, because you
Everyone's
literally
just-
can't make new ones.
Pretty much all the big viners have uploaded all their shit to YouTube. so-
Well, and they're just making Instagram videos now.
yeah,
right.
Instagram
Like,
videos are.
it's just the same thing.
It's the exact same thing, but with more.
And you can make
Support.
them longer. They don't have to be 7 seconds or whatever it was.
So short.
But that was like an interesting thing to see the art that came out of
Yeah,
Vine
well, I
because
mean-
with that time limit, like what you could do with it.
Now there's a 1 minute timeline. That's how long you can do.
Is that what it is on
I think-
Instagram?
I think
I
it's
don't go
1
on
minute.
Instagram.
I mean,
I have
usually
3
it's not
photos
that long.
posted to Instagram.
Yeah, I know.
One of them is one you took, I think.
Is it?
It might be. I don't know.
No. What? Well,
It might have been one of the photos from like a beer run.
You
or
mean
something
from the
like
beach?
that. Might have been from the beach.
The beach is one of them.
That was Amanda though. Amanda took that one.
Yeah, where it looks like I'm photoshopped in.
Yeah, that was a crazy. That's a crazy photo. Did you see that, Kurt?
I think so. Yeah.
That's a good photo.
All right. So
It's
after
probably
that,
right.
Drake leaves for his gig.
Oh, but wait, they
Yeah,
tie the
it's-
curtains though. They use the curtains as a diaper.
They use a curtain as a diaper.
They clean themselves with dirty diapers, and then later on, everybody's like, "Why do you smell like dirty diapers, Drake?"
Yeah, that gets brought up by at least 15 different extras.
Well, the bass player Rena asked him specifically.
I sent that to you like a week ago.
She also
Wow.
calls out Drake.
Sorry, no, that was a side thing.
What were you saying?
Rena, she's like, "You smell like dirty diapers." at
Oh, the
gig."
bass player? Yeah.
And then they got
The groupies.
The groupies.
Which was weird because they're all like 15, 14
Yeah, they're
years
at a
old.
club.
You thought they were hot.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Who, Trevor?
I never said that.
Dude,
Okay.
Trevor, holy shit, Trevor was into
I'm
it.
just saying. You
Trevor, they were early 2000s
Trevor?
hot.
know how old those actresses were.
I
They're
don't.
backstage.
That's true. They were backstage.
true.
So what's weird is this venue that was having
This venue was weird.
a band of what?
15.
What grade are they in? Are they in 10th grade?
15 would be either 9th or 10th grade.
So freshman, sophomore, high schoolers at this very legit club with a
Underclassmen.
bouncer and everything.
Yeah, the bouncer was like, what, 6'5", 6'7"?
Was it like a festival? Were they one of many bands and like so that's why they was?
No,
it
they
was
just had a gig.
it was
I think
at
they,
a club.
they just had a gig.
they couldn't have been the
Paid,
headliner.
unpaid,
They couldn't
who
have been the
knows?
headliner.
No.
No
That's
way.
why it
But
was
they,
fine. That was why it's fine that they just decided to not play.
It was like
Because
them.
they just decided to not play. I guess.
Yeah,
well, we
but
don't
it's
know what
still-
the consequences of that
They
are.
might have jammed.
Yeah.
They did like a freeform experiment.
I'm sure they got blacklisted. They got blacklisted for
From
sure.
that club for sure.
Yeah. It's
For
like
sure.
it's like probably going to the high dive and seeing a band. I feel like it's probably like that, right?
Maybe.
That's
You
a
never been to the high
It
dive?
looked like it was
No, actually,
bigger.
I haven't.
It looked like
You think it was
bigger
bigger
place.
than that? Why? Because the doors were so big.
The doors were very big.
The doors
The-
were huge.
We
They-
only saw a very small part of the venue. Don't get me wrong.
well, it was a.
We
I
saw
mean,
an exterior shot. It was a pretty big place.
The
What was it?
the
Oh,
backstage area was extensive.
The backstage
and the
area
exterior
was,
shot exactly right. It made it
It
look
was
like
it was
an
a very
impressive spot.
It was like one of those clubs you see like in mob movies, or like in John Wick. Whenever you see that big club that like he goes in.
Have you seen the second one yet?
No,
I haven't seen it either.
I really want to.
Have you seen the first one?
No.
Dude, it's
You
a
haven't
good
seen
movie.
the first John Wick?
Yeah.
Dude, it's a really great just
It
action
is.
movie.
It is very good.
It's very well choreographed.
Yeah.
People say.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's fantastic.
Although-
Apparently, that club scene,
Yeah.
that whole fight, apparently Keanu Reeves had like 102-degree fever the entire time.
I believe that.
It was like he was so sick, and he was like, "No, I'm doing it."
Keanu Reeves is a good guy.
Keanu Reeves is badass.
Yeah.
He trained tactic. Well, never mind.
The Matrix was on last night, and it's like
I
you
still
know,
have to
when
see those.
You haven't seen The Matrix?
I know.
When you watch it and you see
Not
it,
even the
it's
first
like you're like, geez, this is kind of like it's a little bit silly. It's a little bit over
Yeah.
the top.
But that's the best kind of movie.
Well, it was
sometimes.
the first time that any of that stuff had been done, and now all that stuff, like all those effects and stuff, have been done to death. Obviously.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, that slide scene
Slow
apparently
motion,
was like
super
all
slow
in real
motion
life.
where the bullets are going bullet time.
I've only seen the first one. I feel like that's the only one worth seeing.
No, man. The second one's got the Oracle.
Have you seen all three of them? There's
Yeah.
three of them,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen all three of them. There's like an animated, like the Animatrix.
Isn't the third one
Oh, yeah,
not
that's
bad,
an-
though?
I
that's
haven't
like-
seen any of that shit.
I think that's like even like was an anime technically. I think it might have been done in Japan too.
Probably. Is that what it is? That like what it is? It has to be done in Japan. Isn't there Chinese anime?
No.
There's no Chinese anime?
I'm pretty sure there
They
is.
don't,
There
make,
are.
they don't make any animation?
Well, that's a whole nother debate of what is anime.
They don't make any other animation at all?
That's a whole nother debate of like what is considered anime. Traditionally, it's like if it was made in Japan, it's an anime.
Yeah, it's Japanese style animation is what
Yes.
anime is. Do
But
they
this-
call it anime in Japan?
Yeah.
Is that what the
Anime.
word is?
Anime,
Anime?
something like that. Some shit like I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
I feel like you would speak a little bit of Japanese.
I tried to take Japanese.
You're in the anime club. You wanted
don't
to go
have
to
to
Japan,
put this
didn't
on
you?
record.
No, you wanted to go.
I still want to go to Japan.
No, I mean you were gonna go
Who
for
doesn't?
study abroad. weren't
Yeah, I
you?
was gonna go for study abroad.
Yeah.
Fell
Study
apart.
what? What was
I-
the program?
I didn't care. I just wanted to go.
He's
You're like,
fine,
is
okay.
there like a study
It was-
abroad program for Japan?
it was
Is there,
like,
this-
a very-
there is one.
It was a very basic like English thing.
Oh wait, were
like,
you gonna teach kids?
No,
to
it was a
speak
very
English?
basic like English speakers being taught Japanese. It was a very basic Japanese class,
That would still be probably hard as hell.
along with like
Konnichiwa.
history
Dashi.
and like pop culture and all these really cool classes you could take.
Arigato.
Teriyaki
field trip.
Kyoto.
You can't say that.
Guys, we're getting so racist now.
That's not true.
That was him, dude.
All right, back to
There's
Turkey.
nothing but love.
Oh yeah, they didn't like Never mind. Actually, I was gonna bring up the food time.
Food times.
Yeah, 'cause
Check out Mosh Pit Movies,
yeah,
by the
yeah.
way,
So
for
we're
Kirk
watching-
and Jacob.
Yeah, we were watching Mosh Pit movies the other night.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mosh Pit Movies.
That's because James just texted me today too. He said that
You watched the rest of them?
no, he on YouTube now. It's like in the recommended thing. It's like a bunch of Mosh Pit movies.
Yeah,
videos.
that's great. All right, so back to the thing. The band, though.
Yeah.
The drummer.
The drummer.
Smells the baby's ass.
Oh,
the
you're
baby's
talking about
ass.
his shirt?
His shirt was great.
What
I
did it
love
say?
cheese.
It said, I love cheese, yeah.
That's why we shout out the wardrobe.
Yeah.
And also the
Virgin.
what the bass player, the female bass player was wearing was very, very
It
outrageous.
was pretty wild.
It was
had
nice,
the high,
though.
She had the high pony.
But it was kind of nice.
You were
So
into
it was a
it.
look.
I'm
it was
into
a
it.
feel. It was
Yeah.
an attitude. more
Yeah,
than
I feel
anything.
like-
Her attitude was...
It permeated her clothes.
her after credit scene attitude was
She
like...
felt like a bass player.
She did
Yeah.
feel like a bass
She
player.
reminded me of the girl that played bass in the School of Rock.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
they're both girls that play
Another
bass.
thing Miranda Cosgrove's in.
Well,
Oh yeah, she is.
Yes.
So we can...
Not
connecting
my
everything together.
not my favorite movie, but I know you like it a lot.
It's a good movie.
You like
It's a
it?
good movie.
I like it too, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I feel like
I don't think there's anything bad to be said.
I'm
about
not a
it.
big movie.
There's not a lot to be bad. It's
Uh,
like... It's Jack Black being Jack Black.
I don't really like kids in movies a lot of the time.
I think that they did a good job getting good kids, though.
I think those were some good kids.
The
in that
kids did a
movie.
good job in the estates.
That's
That's
a very,
Never mind.
very like that's the most obscure reference you can
Moving
make.
on. Actually, no. Actually, speaking of that, we still need to get the link for Emily's podcast.
We do need to get a link. For
I
Emily's
still want to listen to it.
podcast.
Moving on. So later in the episode, once Drake leaves, Megan takes the baby,
Yes.
Because Josh isn't looking.
and
good.
she sets up a
Well, no.
a crime
wait.
scene.
Hold on, don't spoil it. Drake leaves, and Josh and goes talks to him at the door after the baby's fallen asleep again.
Yeah.
And
Emotional.
Josh comes
He's like, "What
back,
the hell,
and the
man? You
baby
leaving
is
me?"
gone.
Yes. Just like that. Like
Just-
that.
it's
Good
gone.
on you.
So
Clean on.
clearly, Josh assumes that the baby got
Dead.
up and ran away and hid somewhere. So he tears the room apart.
Oh, he
tears the house
absolutely
apart.
turns that room over. He's throwing pillows everywhere. He's destroying
He
everything.
breaks a light bulb in a lamp. He
Oh, he
knocks the
breaks
lamp
everything.
over and breaks the light bulb. Like,
Also, when the parents get back, house is perfect.
Yeah.
yes.
House is perfect.
Because, but that's a whole nother. That's like later on, man. You're
Yeah, I'm
jumping
just
the
talking
plot.
about. I'm just talking about the.
You're jumping the plot.
Well, obviously the parents are going to come back at some
Kirk,
point.
you've got the order down. You can.
Yeah, so he's looking for the baby.
He's looking for the baby
He sets up the crime scene.
He goes
to the garage.
to the garage first, I guess, and looks around in there.
He tries to play Marco Polo with the baby to try and find it,
Yeah.
which was interesting.
Yeah, he assumes that.
And then he's like, "Oh wait, that's dumb.
Like,
Babies
isn't he
can't
supposed
swim."
to be the smart one?
Who?
Yes,
Josh?
he is.
And shit.
Yeah, but he's book smart. He's not street smart.
He's not street smart. He doesn't know.
And this is street smarts.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know.
Fake crimes.
He doesn't
Missing
have,
children?
He doesn't have like common sense.
Yeah, that's
I
street
guess.
smarts.
Okay. Okay.
That's Drake's gig, dude. If he's able to go to a club.
Well, that's
and-
why Drake, when he shows up later, he immediately thinks, "Oh, obviously Megan took the fucking baby."
While Josh is okay, so
Josh is hanging from the roof.
we skipped the crime scene.
we skipped the
So, like,
catapult scene.
Yeah, I think you were explaining.
Okay, so Josh eventually he makes his way upstairs into the bedroom, which he still does not have a bed in.
So earlier in the episode,
This is true.
So earlier in the episode, Drake is trying to write music with his guitar. He's playing music, and
Yeah.
Josh is working on a catapult trebuchet.
Yeah,
For
he's
some reason.
Sanding it.
doing a lot of sanding.
He's got a nice little electric sander though, which I actually would not mind having.
Why
He's got
didn't he
a good-
sand it before he built it though?
He's got a good future
Fine
as a
detail
carpenter
work.
ahead of him.
Okay, maybe he's adding some like
Detail work. The whole thing's built pretty much.
All
It's
detail.
functioning.
No, it's finished.
Yeah,
It's
the
completely
sanding is
done.
He's just
unnecessary.
rounding off the corners right now,
Yeah, so nobody hurts themselves.
which is on a trebuchet or on a catapult.
It's a catapult. It's not a trebuchet.
It's not a trebuchet,
It's
you're
not
right.
a trebuchet.
It is not a trebuchet.
I've built a trebuchet before.
I think I've built a trebuchet.
I did do it for a physics class.
I know I built a catapult, and it was a weak ass catapult, so I added a fuck ton of rubber bands to it, and then it was like, it was awesome.
Ours was pretty dope. We had to hit our physics teacher with a water balloon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Did you hit him?
Yeah, well, we hit. It splashed right in front of him, so it hit his like feet.
Hey, that
No,
counts.
I don't think anybody actually hit him.
Nobody hit him in the dick.
Oh, that sucks.
No, we had him the closest too, because
What was this in high school?
Yeah, it was in.
I should have been with
it was
you.
in
Jeez.
11th grade. Yeah,
I'd have built
G-Song.
a fucking badass.
Well, my dad helped me build it. So
My
like,
dad helped me build mine too.
Yeah, no, one of the
Jerry's
people,
Jerry's on point with building stuff.
Yeah, my dad's a carpenter.
This is true. Your dad's a carpenter. I forget.
Just like Josh.
Yeah, Josh is apparently an apprentice carpenter. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well, they've done. Yeah. No, I'm
They've
thinking of Woodshop.
Well,
Was in Nessie Classified.
Yeah. No, in one of the previous episodes though in the season, I mean, they do set up Josh to be handy because he fixes the dune buggy all up.
This is true. He does. He does the entire dune buggy by himself.
I mean, he's a very handy dude.
Told you he was smart.
He knows how to do woodwork. He knows how to do mechanical things. I mean, come on.
I know.
Well, he goes into later on. He does the science fair. And
That's
whatever.
that audio.
Oh yeah,
I know
for
what-
sure he does the science fair. He does he does that trivia show at one point. They got on that trivia show.
Yeah,
that was a good one. That's a good episode.
That's what I'm saying. The later episodes are so good. I can't wait till we get to them.
Yeah, well.
All right, so they do the trebuchet. Oh, okay. What I was saying, the crime scene.
catapult, not a
Yeah.
trebuchet.
Yeah, now you got me saying
Yeah.
trebuchet. All right, so the curtain diaper is set up on top of the catapult in the already flung position, so it's up. It's not cocked back.
Yeah, in the basket.
And Josh is all like, "Oh, the baby couldn't have possibly been there." And he puts a football in it, and he launches the football through an open window, and
Just
then
right out the window.
And then he starts freaking out, and he's like, "The baby got launched," or whatever the hell he says. And so he goes outside, and he assumes the baby's on the roof because that's where the football is.
Which is stupid, but...
Well, and I don't believe that the football would have ended up there. That doesn't seem like right.
He said it would launch a projectile 50 feet.
Yeah, and from how the house is set up, and
Is that
from
what he
how...
said?
He says at the beginning of the episode, this will launch a
Well,
projectile...
50 feet out that window is fucking way on the sidewalk.
That's
Well, I
like
think-
gone, yeah.
No, but there's a house right
It's
there.
like in the middle of the street.
It would have hit the next door house.
Yeah, because it would have hit the house and then
50
bounced
feet,
all the way
50 feet's
down.
pretty damn far.
50 feet's really far.
When you think about it, yeah.
Shit.
So, he's not trusting his own catapult at this
Well,
point.
right away we can't take
Well,
his
baby's
word for
heavy,
that.
though.
Babies are heavy.
Babies are
yes.
heavier. They're heavier, and they're
Heavier
not...
than a football.
And they're not as aerodynamic.
As a football.
He's probably just inflating the statistics.
Well,
to make
Andy's-
his
That
freak-
football would have
to
gone
make
farther
his
than the
catapult
baby
look
then.
better.
Well, maybe he did the science wrong.
He could have done the science wrong.
I know.
He's not that smart after all.
I know when we built our trebuchet, we thought it was going to go farther, and it didn't.
You
I
did
don't know
the
how,
science wrong.
I don't know how it worked. Well, we didn't do any science. I don't know how his...
You guys just put a bunch of weight in there and hope for the best.
Yeah.
We just looked up a YouTube video how to build a trebuchet.
No, we built it by hand. We just kind of built it.
Well, you follow the directions.
We had no directions.
All from
Okay.
scratch.
Well, that's
Yeah, we didn't do very well on that project because we had no science to back anything up.
That's
So
awesome.
he sets up a...
We had no equations. It was the worst presentation I'd ever seen.
I mean, I did a similar thing
Did
with
other
like a
people
tennis
have
ball
the
launcher.
y equals...
Yeah, they had equations and shit. But some of the people's didn't even work, and
We
they
had
had
to-
equations
We
too.
had to account for the drop of gravity, 98.6,
Yeah.
98.2
One of the
meters per
people-
second squared.
One of the
98%.
teams on our class built a, what's it called, a ballista, one of those big crossbow
Really?
things. Didn't work at all.
I was gonna say that would destroy a water balloon.
Yeah, the water balloon exploded immediately.
Yeah, that there's not
Because
enough.
these were the thinnest water balloons I'd ever seen. For sure, Mr. Sung did it on purpose.
Because he knew someone would build
'Cause-
something really good, but
well,
if it was
'cause
thin
we-
enough, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, when we tested ours at my house, we didn't pop any balloons. Because we were using normal water balloons.
You should have brought some of your own.
Yeah, right? Because, we had some of ours explode before we even launched them. These were the most fragile water balloons I've ever seen in my life.
You wanted to make sure he didn't get hit in the face and it didn't even pop, maybe?
It was bullshit.
That would hurt.
Oh,
We
that
just-
would
we
hurt.
just
Can you imagine it just hits your face?
I've had that happen. It hurts.
He just wanted to buy the cheapest water balloons he could find.
Did you guys
That's
ever
also-
buy those those balloons that would blow up to be like this big and just fill them with water? Did you
Jacob is
remember those?
gesturing
I
with
don't
his
know what
arms
you're
around
talking
his
about.
head in a very large motion.
It's like a
They were
5 foot in diameter balloon.
yeah,
but I know
they
you're
used to have
talking-
the big rubber bands on them, and you could punch them like that.
Yeah,
You remember those?
I do.
Those were the best things ever. Do they still sell those?
yeah.
Those things are the best.
I'm sure there's some next door at the dollar store.
We should go get some
We'll
afterwards.
go to the dollar store.
There's so
Dollar
much
General,
fun to
man.
punch.
It's a
Alright,
wall.
but
It's
Let's
not.
not fill those with water. Wow.
No, I was mistaken. You have
You
to
guys
full
have
air because I remembered that they have the rubber band on them. You're supposed to punch them in the air. Go ahead.
I was just trying to get back to the episode.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Josh sets up a big ladder to get onto the roof. The ladder falls. He's hanging from the roof. He's dangling there for
Very
what
obvious.
What must be at least an hour.
At
I
least
don't
that.
know.
Well,
From the time he's
Well,
up
actually,
there
no,
to the
'cause-
time he falls onto the soup Nazi.
no, because he calls them ahead of the time. Well, actually, how far is the restaurant? That's what you have to factor.
How
in.
long does it take for Drake and
we have to
Megan
assume
to?
traffic in San Diego's bad.
I think our best bet
Piss poor.
is to assume,
Not LA though.
Well, yeah.
it's just the time it would take for Drake and Megan to clean up the living room.
Well, they always do that shit quick. I don't know if you've
Well,
seen the other episode.
Because Josh had called Drake, and I guess Drake didn't answer.
Drake didn't answer.
But then Drake
he
must
left him
have
a
saw
voicemail, and
Drake-
then he heard the voicemail.
Okay.
Yeah, he heard the voicemail of Josh freaking out,
So
crying,
Drake shows up. He sees Josh dangling from the roof.
leaves him there.
So Drake also somehow has to get back. How does Drake get home?
He drove.
The
He
bus.
can't drive.
No, he can't drive.
Remember, because they don't have
there's an
driver's
episode-
licenses.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was thought out yet. Because
Damn.
like there is an episode later.
A taxi,
How the
maybe?
fuck did he
On. A
get back?
taxi, yeah, 'cause it's
Because
pre-Uber.
it's clear that Rena, the bass player, has a car.
Yeah,
According to the end credits.
The end credit scene says she has a car.
and I assume either the other guitar dude or the
The drummer doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah,
the
but
drummer
he
doesn't know how to fucking do anything.
He
The
might-
drummer,
he might
I
have
feel
a
like the
van.
drummer could drive.
Drummers have vans.
Drummers have vans, yes.
You ever met a drummer with a van?
That's why he's the drummer, because he has the van to
He's
carry
got
all
the
the
van.
equipment.
Maybe is Drake like the youngest member of the band?
Possibly.
For sure.
The guitar player might be younger. He's got a
He's
baby
like a middle
face.
schooler?
Yeah, but I don't think he actually was.
He could be a middle schooler.
No, his bone structure was definitely older.
He could just be a freshman with Drake.
You think Drake and Josh are both freshmen in season 1? Is that how that plays?
I feel like he
Yeah.
is, just because since he can't drive. Like, I could drive my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, but did you get your license straight away?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Did
I
you?
was
No,
about
didn't.
3 or
I
4
waited longer
months.
than you.
Yeah, you did.
I was 3 or 4 months
Jo-
behind.
Jess got it.
Jesse had the summer of Jess. That was a good time.
Well, he'd also been working at Publix since he was 14.
Yeah, but he was only working like an hour a week.
That's what was legal.
He made like $2.
That's not bad. I mean,
What? He'd go in on Saturday and
I
work
didn't
for like
make
3
anything.
hours.
All my work that I did all my entire life was unpaid.
Unpaid. Oh, because
I grew up on a fucking farm. I didn't
Yeah.
get paid for my
You
shit.
didn't get paid anything?
I like at the end of blueberry season. I might
Your
get
dad
like
didn't
$100.
flick you like a nickel?
I get like
and he
100.
was-
I get like $100 at the end of a blueberry season if it was a good one.
Was it a good one?
Sometimes it was.
Never was it a good one.
It was never a good one. That's why you guys got rid of the blueberries.
No, we just let them die because we hate them.
Wasn't it good profit?
enough
though?
people-
No,
Really?
especially now that like
There's so many
foreign
blueberry
countries can
farms.
ship in now, and there's so many blueberry farms in like Georgia and
Yeah.
Well,
other
in
parts
Florida,
of
I've been to some.
and a lot of Florida. Yeah,
But
but
you
the
pick.
ones
I went
in
to a place that has 7 different kinds of blueberries.
the ones in Florida are starting
Yeah, they
to
all
like
taste different.
they do actually. You're right.
That's
We
great.
had 4 or 5 different kinds.
I want to go
Did you
again.
go there with Count?
There's the big ones, there's the little
I
ones.
didn't get any
They're good.
blueberries. Where's my blueberries?
We gotta go with me and Kellen and you and Abby.
Yeah.
It'd be
That would be
fun.
fun.
You guys have a great time. Double
You
date.
can come.
I
You
don't.
you don't have to come. Bring your girlfriend.
I don't. Fuck
Bring-
you.
Bring Alexandra.
Don't say that if I ever show this to her.
Bleep it.
To go back and actually edit an episode. I'm not gonna do that.
I could say the other girls too. Bring you don't want me to? Alright, moving on.
From your harem.
I don't. I wish that would be nice.
Right now, Trevor is pulling out a book full of numbers and girls' names next to him.
It's a
Actually,
black book.
yeah, it's actually not girls' names. It's just places he met them.
Because I'm bad at names.
There's one called Burger King 2. I guess there's multiple Burger Kings.
That is a lie because I hate Burger King. I cannot remember the last time
See,
I
we relate. It wasn't
ever
my fault.
went into
There's
a burger.
like post-it notes and Polaroids sticking out at the sides.
So yeah, I have to do faces. I can't ever do names.
Yeah,
But let's get back to the episode, guys.
yeah, man roasted you, and
Man did roast me. Did you bring my certificate, by the way?
it's in my car.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
we got certificates.
I guess I'm most likely to take my shirt off.
I'm somehow NCF dad. Trash.
NCF dad.
Yeah.
Not safe for dad.
No,
No.
narrative collaborative filmmaking, Dad.
Bullshit.
What does that even mean?
It's
Because
You're
Claire
the
was
dad-
mom.
You're the dad of the whole thing.
I'm
He was-
not.
For some reason, they thought he was dad for like a minute.
when?
You were dad for like a minute.
Not true.
And then it went
What does that
away.
mean?
That's the most false thing I've ever
He
heard
was-
in my life.
What does it mean to be dad?
He was just dad.
No. Claire's called me son before because I call her mom all the
I
time.
know, because she's mom.
Yeah.
Claire is just mom.
Claire's obviously mom.
I
Claire-
get mom more than I get dad.
Guys, we're getting off topic. a
Well,
little bit.
I mean, her boyfriend's my cool stepdad.
Guys, we're alienating our wider audience right now.
Our only audience is people that we know.
This Hopefully, it gets bigger than that,
You're gonna
guys.
post
Share
this on Facebook?
share
then?
the podcast with your friends.
Very nice.
So okay, so Josh is hanging off the roof,
Yes.
and Drake comes home,
Yes.
and immediately is like, "Hey, it's probably Megan."
All true so far.
Why are you doing this to me?
So Drake's like, I think I know where the baby is, and
Yeah.
he leaves Josh hanging there.
Well, he puts the
He
ladder
puts
up.
the ladder up. Josh knocks
He
the
does
ladder
put the
over.
ladder.
He walks. He puts the ladder
doesn't
up,
hold
walks
the ladder.
away. He doesn't hold the ladder.
Why
which-
wouldn't you just hold the ladder? It's gonna take 2 seconds.
Because he needs to go find that baby, like right now.
I'm surprised the baby wasn't
He
dead.
picks up Megan and is like, where's the baby?
Like Megan like poisoned the baby when she had it.
Yeah,
and, but it was like poison that's not gonna like affect it till
He
like
picks
the
her
next
up by
day.
the throat. It's pretty weird.
He should have
Yeah,
picked her up by the
Drake picks
throat.
up Megan,
By the throat.
intimidating her.
No, he picks her up very like caringly.
Yeah, and she gives him that sly little smile, like, "Oh, you don't even know."
He calls her a devious little
Wench.
Devious
wench.
twisted
I don't
little
actually
girl.
know what she said.
A devious, twisted little girl.
Devious twisted little
She's
girl.
like, thank you.
Yes, and she likes it. She's like, oh.
Well,
thank
she
you.
was playing with like dolls and shit, so she still does like normal kid stuff. But she's also
I think that's all a
She
front.
also plans like. You think
It's
that's
also a front.
It was in the
100%.
garage.
I think she uses her dolls to
She
plan out
plays
her
with dolls
murders.
in the garage.
Yeah. Like, for sure she was using toys to torture those things, yeah.
She's I think they show later that she like has like a secret hidden thing like behind a wall.
Split
and shit,
personality.
right?
She's actually a sweet
She's
little
got
girl.
like a Dexter's Lab like type thing behind the wall.
That was a good
with the
show.
cameras and stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah, she's got a whole like what the fuck?
It's one of the few episodes I
How's
She's
remember.
got cash.
She renovated the
Well,
house.
And the episode where
Something
when
like that.
she gives them all the peppers, the Peruvian puff pepper.
Oh, that's
Remember
true.
she has like a briefcase full of shit?
She's just like a little something.
No, she's a genius.
She is a genius.
She's a genius or like a global terrorist. I'm not really sure.
She'll grow up to be revolutionary.
Well, she's a terrorist, like
For them.
for sure.
Yeah.
There's no questions asked that she's a terrorist. Of
You know what
some
would be
sort.
funny is if
This is true.
they should have put her in like Che Guevara shirts and stuff like that. That would have been pretty classic back in the
Now
day.
that's too on the nose, though.
She's
not
just a
communist.
child wearing a Che Guevara
She
shirt.
knows.
She's not a revolutionary.
She
Not
is,
yet.
dude.
Not yet. She'll overthrow governments, and when she gets older,
I guess.
Megan becomes the world dictator,
She
I can
likes
see it.
chaos and anarchy.
and just has Drake and Josh forever in torment.
Yeah. So back on to North Korea.
So they get the baby, they set it all up. The people come home. Josh falls on Nazi soup guy,
Yeah.
Because Drake is like assuming Josh is gonna go down the ladder, but he knocks the freaking ladder over.
and so he just
So
hangs
he's
there.
still hanging there until.
And you can see the wires very obviously.
Yeah. you
So what happens? The parents call Josh from the restaurant.
can. Oh yeah, he
Before this all happens, yeah.
Yeah.
he
so
pretends to be the baby.
Yeah, he pretends to be the baby,
And he says, "Mama."
and then that freaks
Twice.
out the mom and makes the mom think that the baby's saying "mama" for the first time. So that's why they leave the restaurant before they get their food. She's like, "We need to leave."
We need to go now. I got to hear this. My baby say, "Mama."
In a very extreme way.
Yeah. She really scares her.
And
husband.
everybody's like, "Okay, I guess we have to just comply with this crazy, crazy cunt."
Why couldn't she? Wow.
I guess.
Why couldn't she just like wait? Do you think they all took the same car?
They probably
No
carpooled.
way, right? You
They
think?
piled into like a Mini
They came
Cooper.
to their house. They probably got in Drake and Josh's parents' car.
That doesn't seem very professional.
No, that seems like absolutely someone would do. If you come over, like to drop off your kid, it's not like you're
Yeah,
gonna
you don't
go.
want to sit in the back seat. This is his boss.
You think
his
they took
boss
two
gonna
cars?
sit in the back seat?
Maybe his boss drove. I
They
don't
all
know.
arrived at the same time, as if they took one car.
They absolutely
They
took
could've
one
been
car.
following each other.
No, they took one car.
Think about it, San Diego.
They
you
took a
carpool.
party
You
bus.
wanna be,
They
you
took
wanna-
a party
You want
bus.
to be green, you carpool.
They took a limo.
This isn't San Francisco. It's San Diego.
Okay.
Screw it. They took a limo. They rented a
San
limo.
Diego's beach life.
They rented a limo.
Okay, they rented a limo.
They rented a limo.
No
That's the
proof?
story. No, there's all the proof. You
All
don't
right.
notice the
We
limo
never see
pull?
anyone get into or out of a car.
This is true. So they come around for some
That's
reason.
why
to
that's
the-
why the whole car situation is squirrely for everybody, except for the fact the only person we know 100% drove their own car is the bass player at the end.
Yes, well, because the
Because she peels out.
It's true. Yeah.
She could have stolen a car.
It might have been a motorcycle.
No, it was a car.
Maybe it was a moped.
It was a car.
It was a car. You
No,
could tell by the
no,
engine.
yeah, yeah.
Wait,
And
you
the
knew-
tire
what kind
squeal.
of engine
The
was
amount
it?
of tires.
I don't know, but it was
You can,
V8?
hear, you can hear the number of tires.
the way it was muffled.
V8.
Might have been a V8.
You think it was like a 4-cylinder?
She was driving a Tundra.
That's not the same.
I know. I was going to a different engine.
It was not a 4-cylinder. It was a Toyota
Was it
Tundra.
was it a two-stroke?
She's a bass player, so what is she driving? She's driving.
It was a one-stroke.
It was a single stroke engine.
It was a Model T. Yeah, a little bit of car jokes thrown in there, guys, for the mechanic in you.
For the mechanics in our audience, because those are there.
Move on.
So yeah, the parents come home. Josh is hanging from the roof.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, catch me. And
They,
he
for
jumps
some-
down. There's a dope shot of a fake body landing onto the Mr. Galloway.
With a very intense thud sound effect.
Yeah, that was great.
That was
Yeah,
a really
it was-
nice sound
That
effect.
was maybe the funniest part.
That one.
It was really funny,
That and like, I
and
guess,
he played it so like so dead. Like the soup Nazi guy, Mr. Galloway, just
He
did
went
not
down.
even react. Like, he just flat on the ground.
He was
He
just
was
like, your son is on me.
yeah, like it was just like a slight inconvenience.
It was very... He was kind of dumb with the evening, I think, after his wife, like, yelling at him.
He was done from the beginning. Well, actually, no, I guess he got worse, because he was very informal in the beginning.
He was like, call me Bob.
Yeah, call me Bob. And then in the end, he was like, please, call me Mr. Galloway. Like, he's getting fired.
Maybe this is before
No,
he
he
was
gets
a
the-
weatherman.
Could have been.
This is a different job.
No,
It's
but like
fired.
but it could have been.
Maybe he was like some sort of scientist.
He could have just been a meteorologist
It
at
didn't
the news
seem
station.
like how could he be
Maybe
mad?
he was a geologist.
How could he be mad though?
He wasn't.
Why would he be mad?
He was mad.
No, he wasn't mad at the end. He
I
was.
think he's mad at life.
Well,
He was mad at life. Yeah,
Like,
he's very passive aggressive.
he
Yeah,
was
but
kind of happy with the evening though at the end.
Yeah, but he was dealt a shit hand.
He didn't get to eat dinner.
He didn't get to eat dinner.
So
He's
how
got to
could
go
he be
home and make
happy?
a hot dog and eat that. Which is
No,
probably
he's
what
gonna.
I'm
He's
eat
probably
after
gonna.
this.
He's probably gonna stop at like KFC or some shit.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like a KFC.
Where do you think he's stopping? I
He's
think
gonna
he's
stop at Panera and get some soup.
No, it's gonna be too late for that. It's definitely too late for Panera. Don't laugh at soup.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at soup. We're at about 45 minutes.
Don't
46
timestamp it.
minutes.
Don't timestamp it, Trevor. Edit that out. Edit
You're
that out
dating
of the
yourself.
podcast. Edit
No,
that
I'm
out
not
of the
editing
You
podcast.
can't date yourself.
I'm timestamping this.
All right. So what else happened?
Today
That
is
pretty much.
January,
Oh my God.
February, March.
Yeah, so then
April
they
28th.
pick up the kid.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, the mom continues to scream "Say Mama" at the
Oh,
child.
yeah.
While
Because
it's
she's-
sleeping.
well, she's thinking that the kid now knows how to say "mama," right?
Well, the baby just got put to sleep. Oh, because they're right when they walked in the door. Megan and Drake were both singing to
This
the baby.
very picturesque moment
Yeah,
with
there
the
was
fireplace on
fire
in the
lit behind him.
background.
Yeah.
He's got his guitar.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Because eventually, before, the only way that they were able to make the baby go back to sleep was Jake and Josh were able to sing.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
sing the song.
Which Josh is very musical.
You
when
guys
he
did
wants
it-
to be.
Yeah.
He wants to.
Well, he's good at like the
When that, well,
You guys do your rendition, because I can't
What?
help.
which part? The
Of the end.
Dino, blow your horn. Thanks.
That's very
Thanks,
nice.
Trevor. That's some clean audio.
That was very clean.
That can be your ringtone, dude.
I'll make that my ring. I'm
On
not gonna,
repeat.
I'm not gonna make
That's
that.
how you wake up in the morning to Dino, blow your horn.
I feel like that put me
I've
back
been
to
working
sleep.
on the
Dino,
railroad.
won't you blow?
I've been working on the railroad.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of an odd song to be singing to the baby, I guess. I don't know.
It's got a really dark history to I've been working on the railroad.
It does.
How could
I mean,
not?
all those Chinese people that were enslaved on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
we
they
talk
weren't
about-
enslaved, technically.
I mean,
They might as well have been,
I
but
mean-
they like
let's be real here. That was enslavement.
they might as well have been. Yes.
Can we be real here for a second?
Well, they definitely didn't have all the rights as other people.
No,
they
they
didn't have
did
any
not.
rights.
They had zero. They had
Well,
very
plus-
very few.
Plus, it was the Wild West, though. Like, I mean, there were no rules.
This is true.
But were there very many rules?
Actually,
in
there
the
were.
Union?
There's more rules than you might think.
Name a
there
rule.
were. A lot of towns you had to turn in your guns when you came into town. Like you
Bad town. You wouldn't go there.
No, that's a lot of towns.
That's
Yeah.
a good. That's. I
Couldn't
mean,
you just shoot the sheriff though?
No, because that wasn't a thing. There was actually law in a lot of the
You
Wild
think
West
you
towns.
you couldn't just like pull it and
the
draw?
whole Wild West duel situation
Yeah.
never really happened.
Like in Westworld, where they just kill people. Well, I guess the people are programmed that way.
They're playing up the stereotype.
No,
of the
but
Wild
in
West.
Westworld, the robots are supposed to just like fucking fuck off with it, right? They're not supposed to pay attention to all that shit.
No, they pay attention.
Not
They
all
react.
the time though.
I
Some of
haven't
the-
seen. I've seen the first episode.
Oh, because there's later in it where like people are just getting shot and like nobody cares. It's like the weirdest thing.
like robots.
Yeah, have you seen Westworld?
No. Well, I know about it. And shit.
I really want.
I didn't like it.
I'm watching it.
You didn't
coming up.
like it.
No.
Everybody loves it.
No, I didn't like it.
That peaked. That peaked for sure.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I talked at it loud.
yeah.
So
No,
You
I
leaned into the mic.
Yeah, I watched Westworld, and I just could not get into it.
Now, me and Emily are watching it whenever we're working over the summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and we're gonna watch. It'll be fun. Or we're
Spicy.
gonna watch it on our lunch break because her roommate's taking the TV.
Spicy.
It's not spicy.
Wait,
Why would you say that? She's gonna listen to this.
It's very spicy.
who's taking the TV?
One of her roommates.
Wait, what are
Chrissy
you guys
Fat's
working on?
girlfriend?
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you working on?
We're working on stuff at the law college. I was
Oh,
telling
nice.
you about it. Remember?
Yeah. So you're doing that together?
Not together. Like she's the one that got me the job more or less. Well, she like recommended me to it.
Mm.
And then yeah, like we're the lady that's
Well,
running.
this is
it-
all very interesting.
This is not part of us.
When are
I'll
you guys
talk-
coming to Clearwater, dog?
over the summer multiple times.
Yeah, we gotta come back to Clearwater Beach.
We gotta go to. You're gonna come?
That'd be good.
Clearwater. We'll
Did
get.
you know
Always
that?
want to.
Did you know that 2 Coronas fit perfectly inside of a large McDonald's cup
They do. It's really nice actually.
with a lime as well?
With the lime.
Yeah.
We'll get some land sharks too. We'll get more SoCo and lemonade.
SoCo and lemonade.
Turn up on the beach with our McDonald's cups. Cops, please don't be listening to this.
Amanda threw up.
Amanda did throw up.
I buried it in the.
Don't
sink.
say. I gotta edit that out now.
Well, you're not gonna edit anything out.
I might actually edit that out for her
Why?
sake.
You should bleep names. You should bleep.
I'm not gonna add
These are
bleeps.
common
Why
names.
not? You can do that.
Because then I'd have to go through and do it for the curse words too. I'm not.
No,
Gonna,
just do it for names.
I'm not gonna edit out.
Why would you edit out curse words?
You know how many people with these names are on Earth? A lot.
That's fair.
But these are our friends, and they're the only ones that listen to this.
Bleep out names.
I'm not gonna bleep out names.
I think you should bleep out names.
I'm not gonna go.
I
through.
think that's lame.
Screw it.
I think that you need to have
I'm
some
not editing
balls.
it.
You need
I'm
to have some
actually not
amount of
gonna
balls
edit
in this life.
We have been already. Trust us.
What? Have balls?
You haven't even seen the 3rd episode yet.
You haven't listened to any of the episodes except for
No,
the
you
first
listened
one.
to the first one. There's only 3. What was the 4th one? All right. Anyway, I feel like we pretty much talked about the whole
Coming
episode.
back for next time with episode.
No, we have other stuff to talk about.
What
Yeah.
else?
The end credit scene.
Okay. Well,
How they were really
we've been hinting
sexist.
at it. We've
Yeah,
been
we
at it.
hinted at it already.
Yeah, but okay. So the end credit scene cuts back to when they first bring the baby into the bank.
There was some sexist stuff in it.
That's what I'm getting to.
Oh.
So they bring the baby and they're holding it away from them because
Away
it
from
smells.
They're like, we need to change the diaper. We don't know how to change the diaper, and they go to the bass player, who's a woman,
Yeah.
A girl, if you will.
a girl, and they're
You're a
like,
girl.
"Hey,
Change
you're a
the
girl.
diaper."
Change the diaper." And she's like, "Okay." Puts the guitar, her bass down, walks out the door, gets in her car, and drives away,
Yeah. Screeching away.
screeching away.
So
Yeah.
we have
With
to
that
assume
V8
that she
engine.
went to the gig and they just took the bass.
I guess early.
They just took her shit.
I think it was an
for
end
her.
credit scene because it's not actually canonical.
So
Yeah,
you
but
think-
nothing. There's no continuity in any of this
There's
shit.
always continuity.
The baby stuff. There was no continuity in the baby stuff.
Oh, well, that was the biggest thing because whenever they cut to the baby, it's always the same shots of the baby.
Yeah.
The close-ups of the baby are
The
the
baby's
exact same
clothes were
shots.
constantly changing.
And sometimes the baby's supposed to have the diaper with the.
Shout out
cloth,
to the babies, by the way.
But I guess like you're not even supposed to know.
but they-
Ashton St. Thomas Love and Jonas St. Thomas Love both
Yeah.
played Max.
Wonder
Twin
how
babies.
old they are now? What do they do?
Well, if they were newborns,
Well, they don't have
scroll
credits, so they probably have only done Drake
Yeah.
and Josh.
Shit.
Scroll
that was-
up though. They were born in 2002.
The parents were like,
So
yeah,
now they're 15.
yeah, we're not gonna have
That's a
them.
15-year-old kid right now.
That's crazy. Wonder what they look like.
You know,
Probably the same.
I don't think so.
Hey man, Dinah, won't you blow your horn? All right, move on.
Wonder, like, did one of them go into acting and the other one didn't? Let's see.
That's possible.
maybe
Jonas.
the parents had a bad experience.
Maybe he's a part of the Jonas Brothers.
No, they both didn't go into acting.
2 idiots and a baby.
Oh, he's
Wait,
Leo.
his star sign is a Leo. Yeah, that's nice.
Did you know?
Jesse, hey, he's a Leo.
I know now.
Yeah.
July
So-
23rd, 2002.
What a time to be
Like a
alive.
calendar.
2002, man. Post 9/11.
we talked about SpongeBob Bear.
Can we talk about post 9/11 life?
Can we not talk about this?
Why not? The TSA, everything's all amped up.
Was all Drake and Josh post 9/11?
No. Wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Started in 2002.
Yeah. So it's all post 9/11.
It's a very
all-
modern show. That's why it's so relevant today.
It's all post 9/11.
It's still extremely relevant
I mean, if it
with
would
their
have
lack of cell phone, like lack of.
That's why we're
modern
talking about
cell
it right now.
phones.
if it would have been pre 9/11, nobody would be talking about this show,
That's true.
right?
Is everything pre 9/11 irrelevant now?
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Seinfeld, Friends, all that shit. No one's ever heard of that stuff.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
Don't worry about it. I'm just doing a little minor bit of research.
Avatar definitely came out post 9/11.
Was it post 9/11?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah. Was that even a question, Trevor?
It was
It's got a
2005.
9.2 on IMDb. Very nice.
Of
Oh,
course
I
it does.
found
It's a
on
really good show, man.
I love it. It's one of my favorite shows ever.
Check out our spin-off podcast, Avatar: The
It's
Last
not really a
Airbender.
spin-off, is it?
It's the same people,
I guess-
except
wait,
with Jessie,
yeah.
probably.
Is she a perma host?
I don't know. She probably will just be a recurring guest. She might be a perma host. We haven't actually started the episodes yet.
All right, so
Well,
Kirk's
go.
going to be on it.
so that was essentially the episode, right, guys?
Yeah, that's. I think that we need to end this now here.
We covered...
Well, what do you rate it out of 10 quatlers?
Wow.
Out of oh my gosh, this one was not that great though, so I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10 quatlers,
Oh, man.
maybe a 4.5 out of 10 quatlers.
4.5 out of 10 quatlers.
Yeah.
What about you?
What were the other? How did you rate the past three? The ones.
Don't worry about
I
it.
just rated this one on
Okay.
your own. How you felt about it?
In-
I'll do 5.
5 out of 10 quatlers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 koalas. It left a bad taste in my mouth.
That's fair.
The
The hammer scene where that redeems it for me. That
the
gives
thing
that
is-
extra 0.5 for me.
Yeah, the thing is, there were a couple moments where like I laughed like pretty
Out
hard.
loud. You laughed
But
audibly.
then there were also moments where I was like, man, I can't even watch this. I was like,
The
most
pee
of the
scene was not that funny.
most
to
of
me.
the scenes I was like, holy shit, this is so bad. But like some of the scenes were very funny, and it was mostly because of Josh.
Sure.
Like he's just a good comedian in my opinion.
He had the most experience, I feel like, as an actor at this point.
Well, as an actor, yes. But I mean, they've both done like
Oh, yeah.
stuff on Nickelodeon
And
already.
Amanda Show.
Yeah, they were on the Amanda Show together. That's where they got recruited by Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows that.
Good old Dan.
They had
Yeah,
their
Dan
shticks.
Schneider, decent writer.
Yeah, so again, shout out to Burkina Flower Crow. Burkina Flower Crow.
The what was she? The
Wardrobe supervisor. Great job. Great job.
Yeah, and thanks Kirk for being on the episode.
Yeah, it was great to have you.
Anytime.
Yeah,
It's always nice to rewatch Drake and Josh talk about it.
yeah.
You know, I don't know if anyone's listening to this, but if you're out there, you know, peace.
Do you want to plug anything?
You know, I don't know if there's anything.
Your
I can
Instagram?
plug. I mean, you can see the Kirk Yates on Instagram and YouTube.
Very nice.
Check. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email us at drakeandjoshpodcast at gmail.com. All one word.
Yeah.
All lowercase.
We may or may not look at that Gmail.
There's also
I try and check
Bandcamp.
it.
For what? Spam?
Spam.
See if
Right.
anyone has anything. No one has anything to
You
say
have
to us.
2 ever.
I have a
emails.
promotion. I have a promotion email
One of them was
from
like,
SoundCloud.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's-
So that's the episode, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll
Thanks
see you for episode 5.
Andy from Google says, Drake, welcome to your new Google account. Hi, Drake.
I'm not. I just had to put a name. So yeah, I've been Trevor,
I've been Jacob.
Kirk.
and thanks for listening, guys.